Lara Croft has had many various creative adventures on many formats, from games to movies made from the games. Lara has been around the proverbial jungle block, and now we have the third part in the recently rebooted game franchise from Square Enix, Eidos Montreal and Crystal Dynamics. Welcome to the Ruby Tuesday's review of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is very much about seeing Lara Croft become the Tomb Raider she was destined to become. The training wheels are now firmly off. In the 2013 Tomb Raider game, we saw Lara evolve from an inexperienced, somewhat naive young woman to an experienced adventurer through pain and suffering. The environment, as was often the case with the Tomb Raider games, was her teacher. Now Lara is much more experienced than ever. She's no longer the hunted, she is the hunter and the predator. Square Enix was kind enough to send us a copy of the Croft edition of Lara's latest adventure, and I have to say without a doubt this game grabbed my attention right from the get-go. Much like the previous two adventures, you have weapons to collect and upgrade, collectibles to collect for all those that love to look into every nook and cranny of a game. But what is very apparent this time around is how much more skilled Lara is. She's the master of her environment. Not only has she kept her skills from the previous two games, but she has honed them. Her kills are more vicious, her attacks are smarter, stealthier, even the leopards respect her, and the gameplay, it would seem, is created around the master assassin that is Lara Croft. The environments are her playground. From the water to the treetops to the mud walls, Lara slices, stabs, pierces and tricks her enemies with skills that most assuredly would impress Nathan Drake himself.
Fellas?
The story, as per usual, is hard-hitting, and the consequence of Lara's actions are more real than ever.
You don't know that you caused all this, Lara!
Her choices, her actions to relentlessly chase down the Trinity no matter what the cost, is shown through the characters of the game throughout the campaign. This for me is where the game stands out above the previous two. Shadow of the Tomb Raider takes time to develop the characters, especially Lara's, so that we care about what she's doing, where she's going, and why she's doing it. The game boasts the biggest hub of the series and is set in a vibrant fictional city in the South American jungle called Paititi. Here, as Lara, you will interact with locals, gather side quests, and stock up and upgrade as you prepare to complete the final part in Lara's story, which is no less saving the world. Not only has Lara's weapons arsenal and skills been upgraded, but the number of tombs available to raid have been increased as well. This was one of the unanimous groans from players in the previous installments. Why was Lara killing more and raiding less? Well, Eidos Montreal with Crystal Dynamics have listened to the community and given us more of what we wanted. More underwater explorations, more challenge tombs, and with the season pass, well, there's just more, which I think was the aim of the game this time around. All this sounds good, but does it play well, and was I captivated? The answer is hell yes. From the moment I put on my headphones, I was immersed into a tense world filled with adventure and a perfect escapism for all your puzzle and tomb raiding needs. I had intended to start with a couple of hours gameplay initially, but only when my bladder let me know that I needed to go quite badly did I realise that I'd lost the entire day. This for me is the biggest compliment I can give a game. In a world where our attention is constantly being sought after, the next biggest and greatest escape, Lara managed to pull me in there and hold me there for an entire day. And yes, my backside was numb. The story is often devastating and heartbreaking, but the world is full and shouts at you to play in its fantastic brilliance. It looks beautiful, it plays hard, and like a good book, the story drives itself, and you are just along for the ride. The Ruby Tuesday gives Shadow of the Tomb Raider 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching this review, we hope you found it informative. Please like, comment and subscribe, and remember, live long and Tuesday.